Good morning. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker, coming to you from Kansas, Everest, Kansas, the big metropolis of 150 people. Um, let's see here. Find the chat. So yeah, it's what, Thursday, December 7th. I still haven't changed my calendar yet. So I need to do that today. Good morning, Shantae. Good morning, good morning. So I hope everybody's having a great morning, and it's early and it's cold. I think it was, what is it, 15 degrees here. And the wind's not blowing too much, so it's probably the wind with the wind chill and everything. It's probably maybe 10. It's cold. It's a little chilly outside. As long as you're not out there very long, it's not too bad though. So, hope everybody's having a great morning. I already said that. Um, so yeah, yesterday was our 1 year anniversary. And so, yeah, I didn't do a lot. I didn't do any drawing or anything like that. I should have, but didn't really prepare for it. Kind of snuck up on me. But here we are. Cindy Rosen says, hello again, and 42 in Baltimore. Wow. That's nice weather right there. We had nice weather last week, but this week is going to be cold. I think Sunday, I think it's supposed to be in the 50s, so I could deal with the 50s. These cold, this cold time though is just, it's frigid. It is not cold. It's just frigid. Good morning, Mary. But we'll get through it. No snow on the ground, so. Hank says it's still freaking raining here. Can't even get outside and enjoy the cooler weather because of the yucky rain. Yeah, rain's better than snow or just really, really cold weather. Mary says it's 19 there. Yeah, I think this little cold snap is touching down like the mid. Mary, where are you at? I can't remember where you're at. Trying to think, and I can't. Oh, and she's got flurries. Yeah. Milwaukee. That's right. Milwaukee. Yeah, it's cold. I don't like days of continuous rain. Always reminds me of flooding. Makes my nerves up. Oh no, 19. That's too cold. Well, shit, it's 15 here. It's cold. Um, the other day I was talking to my daughter. She's in California, of course, and she said it was. She goes, "Mom, it's just so cold here." And I said, "Julie, how cold is it?" She goes, "It's 62." Like 62, that'd be shorts and tank top weather over here, which we had, last week. It was nice last week. But, you know, my thing is if it doesn't, I mean, yeah, it's going to get cold. Usually January, February are like really, really cold. And then, it starts warming up, by March usually. But, I figure if there's no snow on the ground, then that might keep it might be too cold to snow. which I never thought there was such a thing, but I guess there is. I got things falling on the floor now. Yeah, you just get used to it. I've been here almost 10, 8 years I've been here, and I guess you could say I'm kind of used to it, kind of acclimated to the weather, but I still like warm weather. I don't think I'll ever get over that. That's why I'm moving south somewhere. So, good morning, Silver Stacker.
What's up?
Oh, not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot.
No.
Okay, yeah,
Just
here either.
getting some stuff together and trying to get back on track.
Yeah, I have got
What?
to organize. Sorry. Sometimes I think while I'm talking and it slows me down.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, okay, thanks. That's
It's
just,
okay.
I think maybe that's part of being a grumpy old man is
Uh,
you just, whenever, if you, I know you women don't understand because you're women. And it is
right,
different,
right,
physiologically different. A man can do one thing at a time really well.
right.
A woman can do 50 things at one time and most of the time pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I do. And I know women don't understand that about men, but it's true.
Yeah.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I got the rummage sale today. Um, oh, my mom's coming to visit from the 23rd to the end of the year, so
Yeah.
I got to get all that room organized.
That's right.
There's not very much eBay stuff in there, but a little bit. And then I'm there's an auction next week, an online auction. I got some shelving, and I may bite the bullet and go ahead and buy some, semi-industrial size shelving for my eBay room because
Right.
it's just I don't know.
It's time to
It's
get
not horrible.
organized.
I can deal with it because I'm that type of person, but it's just
Right.
it's probably going to increase my efficiency, even though it's going to be a pain to pull all that stuff out, set up the shelves, and then put all the stuff on the shelves.
Right.
Plus, all the
Right.
shelves 35 miles from the auction. I
Yeah.
don't know.
It'll be
I
okay.
got a lot going on.
The end result is going to be that you're going to be a little more organized. You're going to have, you're not going to have things piled up on the bed or, you know what I mean? You're going
Yeah.
to be organized. So that's going to be a positive um, moment in your business, really. Um,
In the other bedroom, I think I'm going to put a lock on it and not allow my mother to even open that door. Because
why?
it's stacked up like my main eBay area. So
Oh gosh.
I don't know. It's a good thing I have a big house, or this wouldn't
Right.
work.
Right.
So
That's understandable. I mean, you just have to make it work. It's the
part
bottom
of the
line.
problem is just sometimes I just buy great old big ass stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
that those tents I sold for really good money out of all that camping gear.
Yeah.
Well, I still have cots and sleeping bags and cook stoves, and that's all just taking up massive. I made really good money on that haul,
Mm-hmm.
but I got great big stuff like sleeping bags that I can't sell those on eBay. They're a used sleeping bag, and they're not that high of a quality. So I don't know.
So just lot them together and maybe even put like the cots and the camping gear, and maybe just put it on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to do that.
You know, just get it out of there.
So anyway, actually, I've made progress. I'm down from what I was, but it's a process.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good time to do it though, because I've had pretty good sales at the end of November and early December, so I can I can afford to kind of rest a little bit and get all that organized.
Right.
Maybe take some of my listing time and organize that better. Anyway, I'm just griping.
It's okay. I get it.
I got I got stuff to do. It'll get done,
Let's
more or
see.
less.
Yeah, you just have to make it work and work on a little bit here and there, and it'll get done eventually. Think positive. Yeah, like Hank said, I don't see it as griping. You're just thinking out loud to plan what you've got to get accomplished.
Well, I'm kind of griping at myself, you know. I just
Grandma Magic Classics had a good thought too. She said you could donate it to the Boy or Girl Scouts. Hmm.
well, I live in a small town. And I'm not sure how strong those groups are here in town, but
Yeah.
I mean, sure, I don't mind donating it if I can't make any money off of it or it's too hard to sell on eBay. But
Right.
I just,
Yeah. Hank says try not to be so hard on yourself.
yeah, I shouldn't be, but I'm just a messy person anyway.
Yeah.
It can
And
always
I
get done
think
tomorrow.
I think it's like Dusty and Eric say, that if you go to an auction, or whatever, you go to a sale or whatever, and you buy stuff for a really good price, and you make really good money on a couple of items, you make your money back, you make a profit.
Yep.
Don't nickel and dime every little thing, you know, if, try and get rid of the other small stuff. And, even if you just have to redonate it, um, you know, so.
Yeah, it's time to move some stuff on to. I'm going to rummage sale anyway today. I might as well load up a pickup and take it all over there.
That's right. That's right. Or like somebody said, to have a yard sale.
Yeah, I
All right.
need to do that.
You know.
If I can't do it, I'm too booked up between now and on into January.
Grandma Magic Classic says, "What the heck?" I rephrase that a little bit. I don't know why, but there's snow here. Shake my head. My dreams of a green Christmas are dashed.
We actually had a little sleet yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, it never got below 40 degrees, but there was a little ice mixed in with the light rain yesterday.
Huh.
I'm like, hey, this is probably about our only chance at a white Christmas. It was a little sleet mixed in with the light rain.
Oh yeah, decided to be winter here too.
Uh, it's just cold here. It's cold. Did you sleep, Sally?
I did.
Good.
I slept, I don't know, a couple hours.
That's good.
Yeah.
Glad you got some rest.
My eyes are still fucked up, though.
I don't know. I wonder what the heck is going on with your eyes.
I don't know.
You need to make an eye appointment today.
Build a sleeping bag for it.
Yeah, Hank says, "Good morning, Sally. I see you over there looking through your bifocal again." Yeah, Grandma Magic Classic says, "I want the kids coming 70 miles Saturday. I want the roads clear."
Yep.
I don't blame you there. That's great, Hank. And this says, "I'm not that far from Buffalo. They're supposedly looking at 2 feet of snow." Ugh. That's just too much.
Buffalo always gets a lot of snow, don't they, from the lake effect?
Yeah.
Depending on how close they are to the lake.
Yeah.
Was it Lake Erie or something like that?
Yeah. I would be happy with no snow, but I know that's not going to happen, but usually by now we've got at least a couple of inches on the ground, but it's green. It's not really green. It's more like dead grass, and leaves. Leaves like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah, Hank, it's probably a learning process. I've only been reselling for, on a medium scale for about a year and a half, so I don't know. I'll get it figured out eventually.
yeah.
Get more of a system going.
I slept good last night, but man, Ringo was just up and down, up and down. You know, he'd get to one place and he'd move around a little bit, and then he'd get up and move around a little more, like dog. You're ticking me off here.
Dang, Ringo.
Who that?
That's Todd.
What's that?
Oh, it sounds like you're driving in a car or something.
Mm-hmm.
Sharpening my knife.
Yeah, his speakers go wonky, I think.
Oh, that's right. For a minute there, because I was off that screen, for a minute I thought it was Nikki driving in the car.
Too.
Am I glitching? Am I glitching?
No. I think you're...
My computer's been stupid the last several days.
It's your speakers or something.
Speakers are wonky.
Well, I got the washing machine going over there and the heater came on, so.
Oh, then maybe that's probably what it was. It was the heater.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Out of those 8 sales, only 2 paid so far.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm sending out.
You're sending out love notes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems like at least half of the best offer stuff pays pretty late. Auction stuff, they always pay late.
Anessa says she's got a new phone coming today. I hope the camera delivers like it says. What kind of phone you get?
That's awesome.
I'm going for the top iPhone X. Nice. Here the camera's great, so hopefully it will take good eBay pics. That's awesome. Hey, might as well go for the gusto, right? Hank says, oh my God, I thought a drone camera was going to drop it off. Oh my gosh. Well, let's see here.
Yeah, I suppose if there's one place that a reseller ought to splurge, it's their smartphone.
Yeah.
You know, because you really, for your business, you really do need a very good smartphone.
Yeah. You definitely do. You gotta, take good be able to take good pictures so those people can see what they're getting or what they're,
They're so freaking expensive, but you just, I don't know. I guess you can write it off as a cost of doing business.
Yeah.
But if you're in the 15% tax bracket, that only takes $150 off of your taxes.
Yeah.
Because it's $1,000 phone, isn't it?
I believe so. That's a lot of money for a phone.
Yeah, it's $1,000 to start.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like making payments either, Hank. I go ahead and if I'm going to get a phone, I just buy the phone.
They're going for like 13 on eBay.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
They can't get them in the stores and stuff. Still, because they're so new, they're selling on eBay for $1,300.
Jeez.
Good God. No, I ain't getting one of those. I have enjoyed my plain old iPhone 5. It takes my pictures and it does my eBay video or my YouTube videos. And
Todd, Great Lakes States wants to know if you're using AuctionZip to find your online auctions.
yeah, absolutely. You just go on AuctionZip and put in your zip code and how far you're willing to travel to your auction. And it brings up all the local auctions.
That's cool. Anissa, who do you go through for your cell service though? She said she doesn't have a contract cell service. I'm just curious because I don't either.
On the auctions I go to a lot, I'm on their email list too, so I get notifications when they're having an auction.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Yeah, I'm going to just probably stick with my Note 4. Seems to do the job. At least for right now. So you got a, let's see. So you got a rummage sale to go to?
Yeah, every Thursday.
Oh, okay.
It's the one I go to every week.
Oh. So they just have them every week?
Yeah, it's for the Lutheran old folks home here, and the Lutherans in our town are kind of the landowners, pretty much.
Right.
They've been around for 150 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they use their proceeds to just have nice bingo presents for the people that stay. You know, it's very organized.
Do they falter from their, I mean, do they give you a deal on your on prices or anything like that? That's what I'm trying to say.
No, they don't generally come down on prices.
Yeah.
But once in a while, I have a bag sale on clothes, and some, like last week, they had a half off day on appliances.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I got those appliances I've been showing you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you can get a Keurig for $1.50, why not?
Yep. I do agree. I'm not going anywhere. It's too cold to go out. I'm staying in. Enlisting. Oh, and I need to put way more inventory. So that's what I'll be doing today. And get some things cleaned up around here. All that good stuff.
Uh-oh.
Well, there you go. Who was that?
That was snowboard bindings.
Oh.
Got those at auction.
Uh-huh. I remember the video on that.
Sold them for 32. I got all those boots and bindings for $5 plus 15. So that's a profit.
Yeah. Did great on that.
And
Very
you paid.
good. Very good.
I'm $32 richer. Right, I'm rich.
You're rich. You're rich.
I'm rich. Sorry I said it like that. I have a friend that used to say, I'm rich. I'm rich. So we always made fun of him. Why do you say rich? It's rich. I'm rich. He would find a quarter lying on the street and he'd go, I'm rich.
If only that was all it took, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
We'd all be rich. Reach.
Rich. I'm rich.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, I gotta get.
I just pulled up auctions. If I'm looking at an auction, there's a shower head selling on eBay for $95, and right now in the auction it's $1.
Ooh.
Auction ends in 10 hours.
You don't have to wait too long on that. That might be a good one. Just might be a good one. I'm gonna make some coffee. Maybe warm up these old bones.
Them bones gonna rise again. Hear the word of the bone. Ankle bone connected to your hip bone connected to your neck bone, neck bone connected to your thigh bone. Now hear the word of the Lord. That's a little spiritual. Spiritual?
Did you just say the hip bone was connected to the neck bone?
Yeah, I'm weird. Shows you how much I paid attention in anatomy class. Toe bone connected to foot bone connected to ankle bone connected to the thigh bone. Hear the word of the Lord.
Oh God. It's too early in the morning
Nah,
to know what's connected.
5:30. I don't know why I get up so early. I think that's part of old man-itis. You go to bed.
I must have old man-itis. I don't know why I would, but well, I didn't get
a
up that
nap, I'm not worth shooting after about 9 p.m.
I've been kind of faltering away from getting up so early. I think I woke up at 6 this morning, but I went to bed at 12:30. That doesn't work very well. Ugh. But
Lincoln and this are talking about photos. I asked Santa Claus for a light kit.
for a what?
For a light kit.
Oh, did you? That's good.
Because my pictures do have lots of shadows.
I think it helps mine.
Did you get the umbrella kind or the box kind?
I got both.
Oh.
I got the umbrellas, and I didn't like. It was a little too shadowy, and it didn't really give me a whole lot of. I guess a whole lot of light. I guess it did, but I don't know. I want more light. I want as much light on the item as I possibly can get. So I ended up up getting 2 of the box lights also. So I use all 4 of those when I take pictures. And it just gives, shines a little more light on the situation.
I don't know which I want in this. I probably need some guidance before I make my order. I'm like, I have tons of jewelry and watches and cameras and smalls, but I also have clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So the box light doesn't work very good on a full man's suit or anything, does it? Don't you have to have the umbrella kind for that?
Well, you can adjust them so they adjust up. So you just have light, or actually the stand can go up and you can just have it. So it might work. The box light might work a little bit better if you stand them up and then kind of just point the light down on the mannequin. It might work better.
Yeah. And then Hank says, "Get a boom." That's the pole that raises up and down, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's kind of the sidearm. You know what I mean? So it has the upright pole, but it also has a pole going out to the side, and that way you can put it up high, and then it shines down
Okay.
directly on the object. I think that's what she's talking about.
Yeah. There's another reason I need to clear out space. If I get those, I don't have any room to put them in.
Exactly.
So,
That's why I'm in my kitchen. Because I need pretty much a whole wall to be able to do all of my picturing in the same area. And that's what I wanted.
yeah.
So I don't know. I just kind of had to play with my lights and just, figure out what worked best for me and what. The house doesn't really have a whole lot of good natural sun. So I just have to kind of figure out what works best
Right.
and what time it works best. And just make do. Come on, coffee.
Yeah. Here's my boom light.
Yeah.
Works pretty good. Look.
That's what I used to use. That's exactly what I used to use. I had Mike made me a wooden box, and I had put I think it was like wax. It wasn't wax paper. It was more like parchment paper. Put it on the sides and the top, and then I had the just a desk light going through. I actually had a couple of desk light going through, and that's what I would use. I didn't really have any lights for my clothing. Just kind of winged it, but it was really light. Really didn't do any of it justice.
Right. So is anybody kind of winding down? Like, we're getting close to Christmas now. You're not going to list very much more to try to make something available for Christmas.
No, because usually, like the stuff that I list wouldn't be really considered for like Christmas presents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have a few things that are like that, but my stuff is just like everyday stuff. It doesn't have a particular time. I wouldn't see people buying it as a gift.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. So no, I'm
Yeah.
just continuing forward, trying to list more.
Yeah, Hank says, yep, it's going to take more than 2 feet, LOL, to set up a light booth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky in that I have a big house, but I'm unlucky in that we've been married 31 years and we've accumulated a lot of crap.
Right.
And when the boys left, they left a bunch of their stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Hate to throw their stuff out, but
No, you call them and you say, "Come and get this stuff."
they don't have room for it either.
Well,
I don't know.
and say, "I'm opening up a storage unit in your name. You're responsible for the $25 a month or whatever it costs.
Naked Man
If
says
you
hi.
want, if you want,
Hi, Naked Man.
naked man." I know. I would probably. There he is, in the flesh, literally. Brandon, tell Sally to make an eye appointment today. Yes, I said so. You know what? Two can play at this game. Maybe. If I
Yeah,
can
make an
figure it out.
appointment for.
Little pig, let me in. She can't make one until March.
Well, that sucks. What are you going to do? Anyway, thing says deep snow expected Friday from parts of Louisiana. That's crazy. Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama.
You know, I just figured out I could
What?
read the chat without my glasses.
Maybe your eyes are better, not worse.
I don't know. I was like, what the hell? I can freaking read it without. My meds could be affecting my eyes, I guess.
Yes. Or the lack of meds.
I take my medicine.
Okay.
So I take it every day.
Okay.
So it shouldn't be lack of meds. But
Okay.
I could read it without my glasses.
Well, maybe your eyes are better.
It's a miracle.
Maybe your eyes are better.
That's what Hank says. It's a fastidious miracle. Yeah, I could read it without. But I can't read it with the top part of my glasses. That's messed up, man. I'm not used to that. I'll wear my glasses like that, I guess.
There you go.
I need one of those those stringy things that I put around my neck.
Yeah, then you really look older than me.
Okay, I'm not getting one of those. Get over here.
Prancer.
I see.
He wants to put his neck right in between. See? He wants to wear the headphones too.
Hey,
Aw.
Sally.
Huh.
If you need some prescription frames, you can look at my store and you can have one of them for free. I give it to you.
Prescription what?
Frames.
Frames. Oh, it's okay.
Then all you'd have to do is buy your lenses.
Right. You know, he says I can't order them until March, but actually I just got insurance through my work too for vision. So probably next month I might be able to get I don't know if I'll be able to get an appointment, like a new appointment, but I might be able to get I don't know if I could do that. Like, if the doctor prescribes you bifocals, can you get your whole glasses bifocaled and, you know, instead of at the strength of the bifocal instead of just the other strength? You know what I mean?
Well, the reason why they do that is because the bifocal is to see close up, where the other part is to see like your you know, distance.
Mhm.
So, and that's what the bifocal is. But I'm sure if you wanted the strength of the bifocal, I'm sure you could put that into a full,
Mhm.
you know, a full lens. But you have to, you know, that's going to be something that the doctor's going to have to, you know,
Yeah.
figure out if that's the best thing for you.
Right.
Because, you know, you might be having something else going on. And so,
True. But you know, and they say that I can only have one appointment every 2 years or something like that. But my doctor might be able to say, well, she needs another appointment, and they'll have to cover it.
maybe.
You know, it's very possible.
Yeah.
You're all wrapped up in my headphones, aren't you, dog? All wrapped up in Mama's headphones, huh? Say hi. Say hi.
It's idiot proof, and I need that.
But thank you, Todd. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice. Wow.
It's
Go
getting
get
old.
my coffee,
I need to make coffee too.
and I need to get to shipping.
I just got mine done, the 2 that paid.
I got 9 going out.
Holy moly, sister. Your listing is showing.
Hopefully, that continues.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we're doing another listing party this afternoon, guys.
Mm-hmm.
At 3:00 my time. So if you all want to get in, come in and get some listing done, and hang out.
3?
We'll be here. Yeah, 3:00.
Get
That's
it.
what I'm talking about. Oh, okay. She took my offer.
The counter.
No, she messaged me and she said, "Is there any way that you could go less on this piece of clothing?"
Mm.
She said, I can't really, I don't know. She said something like, I can't really take a risk of, not being able to try something on and it not fit right. So, well, you can
Well,
always
then
send
you
it back.
can't shop on eBay, bitch. Sorry.
So she was like, well, I will, if you take an offer, like she spent $20 with the price of the item plus the shipping.
I like
Oh,
that
I
one,
see.
Sally. You tell them.
Sorry.
I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, you can return it, you dumbass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But, that works. I gotta get busy.
I had a miraculous recovery. I can read the chat without my glasses.
I can see.
You don't
I
need
can
glasses
see.
anymore.
I have specialized. You know, like that
You thought you
commercial.
needed glasses, and then you're screwing your eyes up. You realize you.
There you
Very
go.
much, it might be. No, I was telling Brandon, I can't see the chat with my glasses on. I can only see them through my bifocals. And then I took my glasses off, and I'm like, wait a second, I could read the chat without my glasses at all.
There's something effed up with glasses, Sally. I'm just saying.
I think so too. I don't know. Maybe they got something smeary on them or something, but I've cleaned them like 1,000 times.
Huh.
Right.
And
They don't have scratches on them. They didn't like get scratched up, did they?
they're not scratched up though.
Huh.
Yeah, I just don't know. I cannot.
That's weird.
Mabel grabbed Jim's glasses off the nightstand and gave him a couple chews. So he's gonna get new glasses now because he's got a couple scratches on his lens. And I know it really bothers him. He said it interferes, because he's got those scratches on his lens.
Yeah. It does make a big difference.
Yeah. Oh, she's
It's
such a
just
little
blurred.
Yeah, weird.
It's just completely blurred on the top part of my glasses.
Maybe they ran out of prescription.
I don't know.
Maybe they're expired.
No, they're new actually.
Maybe they ran out of the stuff that makes you be able to see through them.
They ran out of seeing fluid.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, that's no good.
My daughter totally fell for that. Like, yeah, when you go to the store, she was gonna go get oil or something from the automotive store. I said, yeah, pick up some blinker fluid too. She's like, blinker fluid? I said, yeah, that's what makes your blinkers run.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Going to hell for that one, Valerie.
I know it.
Probably. Nothing better than terrorizing your children, honestly. Is there anything from children?
I know. I did that good to mine.
You gotta have fun.
I know. Mine's got smart though, because he'll look at me and goes, "I know you're lying, Mom. I know you're lying."
That's funny. Hank says, like an invoice, do Tara and Jim sell on Macari by chance?
No, we only do eBay. I don't even know anything about Macari, honestly. Well, the thing is, because I'm old-fashioned, I think Macari is sort of an app-done thing where you list off your phone, right?
Yes.
And I just don't do that. I don't list off my phone anywhere, so. And I'm not saying that's right. It's just me because, well, I'm like a stupid old lady who refuses to become modern.
I've got a couple of things on offer. Big stuff I don't want to ship.
I'm Macari. I mean, I use the Facebook selling sites, you know, like for like some big stuff, and I'll use Craigslist yet up here.
Yeah.
Like we're doing more bigger stuff, like boats and stuff. I'll use it some.
I don't do Craigslist because I don't like the stupid scams you get.
Oh yeah, that's true. Like the Nigerian thing, we usually just ignore them. But
yeah, you can ignore them, but it's still a pain to get them.
it'll be like we'll use that for like stuff that's local pickup, like rowboats or stuff like that, or maybe if it's something I just want to get rid of for whatever reason, you know.
What is an induction cooker?
I don't know what it does, but it's some kind of pan.
I don't know what that is.
I just saw one at the thrift store, is why, and I looked it up. It just wasn't worth enough. It was like an induction. It was. I don't know if induction's a brand too. If it was stamped on the bottom, induction, and then it was like for poaching eggs or something. It had like this special little egg cookers in it.
Frankie Spine says, so Valerie needs glasses for the chat and Sally doesn't need them now. Sally got Valerie's vision. And Hank says, bahaha, the Nigerian prince done gave up on Valerie. Now he's trying to make Silverhair his princess. Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
If you want me for a princess, you scraping the bottom of the barrel.
You better have some gold coins then if you want Todd to be your princess.
That's funny.
Three-piece induction cooker.
So what is it, Todd? You looked it up.
Yeah, it's here, let me just screen share because I don't do very good describing crap.
Okay, Bill Clinton.
Okay, there it is on it looks like a flat thing you put on a countertop.
Oh, well, I saw a pan, this egg cooker pan. It was stainless steel, and on the bottom it was marked induction. That's all it was marked, unless they make a special pan to use on that stupid countertop thing.
Well, I mean, you see this? This is the auction today.
Oh.
and it's got a bid of $5 on it. I don't know if it works or not.
So it's like a flameless, like a gas burner kind of thing.
Like a
Heck,
Some kind of electric.
Like
I
an
think it's electric.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
it only weighs 3 pounds, so it would be. It looks like a big fan blows hot air around the cooking surface, and that's what cooks. I don't know.
Looks fancy. Is this a government auction?
No, this is actually it's an online auction that's called. They have a big warehouse in 35 miles away in the big town.
Oh, okay.
And most of the stuff they get is like stuff that Walmart doesn't want to use anymore.
Yeah.
Like store displays and like there's a big old dairy and juice refrigerator.
Yeah.
You know, old displays and cleaning supplies and meat cutters and.
Oh, you got the hydrant to work? Why'd you do that?
It froze up at where the brass shaft goes down into the thing.
Maybe some water didn't drain.
Rain or whatever. You had all that rain.
Oh, that's true. Oh, yeah.
So I put a bunch of. God, it was going to be wet because water there. Put a Java axle grease over that axle grease to keep the water from running the shaft.
Okay, I'm glad you greased
It's stiff in a bad way.
Okay, all right. Okay, Todd, you continue.
It did not work. Right.
They just have like an auction about once a week of all this leftover stuff that gets put on pallets and it just sits there, and then they have an auction.
Well, I like the barn fan.
A lot of the stuff is really big crap.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I wonder what Jana is.
How'd you do on your grills, Todd?
Oh, they sold for $61.
A little above scrap price, hey?
Uh,
Or around scrap.
yeah, the scrap was like $58.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I was pleased. They did good.
Cool.
What the hell is a goat path?
Goat path? Oh, like a trail?
What?
Walk on?
In her basement.
Goat
Oh.
path would be a very
So-
narrow path.
Like a
So
gerbil
much
trail?
grandfather.
Like a gerbil trail?
Yeah.
A gerbil
Oh. I was like, what? What?
she said my basement has goat paths at the moment. Horrible. And Hank says, what's a goat path? Y'all keep them down there for the winter? So it's like so much crap. There's a path down there.
Oh my gosh. I've never heard of that either.
Jim
I
called
haven't
it
either.
trails. He's like, oh no, the gerbil trail's getting too narrow. It's going to be dangerous.
Well, when you're over 50, you start tripping over stuff. So I'm not
Should I trip over stuff now?
Yeah, I saw Jim fall on a gerbil trail.
I've fallen many times. Me and Nikki's dad are gonna be taking care of each other, watching Matlock together. If you're not careful.
Oh my god.
I want to watch Murder, She Wrote. No, I want to watch Matlock.
Arnie Miller.
My turn for the TV. Mom.
No, I'm done taking care of old people. I told Jim I won't take care of him when he's old.
Me neither. I told Brandon he's going straight to the nursing home.
Yeah, I said I'm not taking. I took care of my family as they got aged and sick, and then I told Jim I'm done. That's it. You get old or sick, you're on your own.
Shoot up. Shoot up.
Huh, babe? I said you're going straight to the nursing home, huh?
What?
Going straight to the nursing home if you hurt yourself, huh?
Well, he could have those. He could have those candy scrapers giving him sponge baths. Then.
Right.
He'll probably be having a good time. Oh yeah, Sally who? I'm senile now.
That's one for Ozzy.
Yeah.
Do you know the story with Ozzy Osbourne and Sharon's divorce? She was out of town for like a couple months or something. She comes home and he's got this woman shacked up with him, and he's like all disoriented. And he's like, "Oh, Sharon, I thought it was you." And she's like, "Okay, that's enough." She's like, "I'm not falling for that one anymore." Yeah, he tried the old. "Oh, I was disoriented. I thought it was you."
What the heck?
Sharon didn't go for it.
I'm sure not. Like, who's this lady that's been sleeping in my bed?
Pretty much, yeah.
Who's this lady that's giving me my sponge bath? I thought it was you.
Great cover story.
I thought you felt a little bit different, but you know, I thought you had a operation or something. Don't pay any mind to me.
I thought you changed your hair.
Well, I hope it was worth it because they just sold their house in the United States.
Oh.
So the house went. They kept the cars, everything else, or the house and all the content sold.
Oh.
Pool table, everything.
Oh.
Like a celebrity auction kind of thing.
Oh, poor Ozzy.
Yeah. Well.
My mother used to work in the early 80s. Worked for a company where she traveled the country, like setting stuff up, and she had to go to New Jersey for some reason. And they had like something happened where it was early spring. I can't remember if it was a snowstorm or whatever. So instead of flying into Jersey or something, they had to land in New York, rent a car, and then drive. And it wasn't like Jersey. It might even have been like one of those other little states out there. Anyway, they get to the hotel. She goes, it's like 2 a.m. And I'm standing in line behind all these rocker people. And this guy comes up behind me with this girl he's leading around with a dog collar on. And my mother was like this very business professional, with like the business suits, and stuff. Right. And kind of a woman libber too. So she would totally look down her nose at that kind of behavior. And he's like, "Oh, can I skip you in line?" He goes, we had a long night. And she's like, "No." And he's like, "Well, don't you know who I am? I'm Ozzy Osbourne's drummer." She goes, "I don't care who the hell you are. You're not skipping me in line." So she's telling me this story. This would have been around when he did like Bark at the Moon, I think. So anyway, He goes up to her hotel room because she works for this company. You would have like somebody in that branch office that would, like get the hotel rooms reserved, get your rooms ready and stuff, or get your rooms set up and have everything ready at the desk. She has her key. She's trying to get in her room, but it's locked from the inside with the security chain. She's like, "What the hell?" the lady from that branch office is in there having some relations with a guy in her bed, which she totally freaks out about. I think the lady wants a job over it. My mom freaks out about it, yelling, whatever. Of course, I'm not there. I hear this from her. So then she made housekeeping come up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to change out her bed and everything like that. She said, I'm not sleeping in that bed with that. What was going on in here? And then she was so offended. She still wouldn't sleep in the bed. She slept in the chair for the night, but she was PO'd.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that my mom ran into Ozzy Osbourne's drummer. Don't ask me his name. I have no idea.
Is that Bad Company sing that song? I feel like making love.
Maybe.
I think it is. That's a song I got in my head right now.
Yeah. Well, you know how my mom was. I mean, can you imagine her standing in the hallway, locked out of her room?
Yeah. That would be
my God. Yeah. You know, if you really knew the person my mom was, that would make it even funnier because she would. I could see her totally flipping out.
Crazy.
No.
Well, I'm sure that's how a lot
you'd
of.
be probably mad too if you had a hotel room and you found people banging.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You're gonna get hot about something. That would be it.
Yeah.
And I think it's funny, especially back in the day, you know, like those types of people, you know, that played in a band or whatever, you know, they always thought they had, you know, special privileges because they were such and such and played in this band or that band or whatever.
My mother was a very sarcastic person. She could really throw out a good shit-scenario, not like yell at you, but she just had that like sarcastic way to her. Right. I could see when that guy asked, yes, can I skip you in line? You know, like, no. Anyway.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Don't care if you're the king of England. Nope.
Okay.
You wait in line just like everybody else.
Yeah, I don't care who the hell you are. And what really offended her, yes, she's hanging around with like these rocker type girls. So it's probably about 1982. You know, and she said, yeah, and this girl has this dog collar on her neck, you know, which she thought was totally demeaning to women and stuff like that.
So is Randy Rhoads?
I don't know.
Oh my God. She could have been in the same hotel as Randy Rhoads.
I think it would have been around 82 or 83 this happened. So isn't that around when Bark at the Moon came out?
Oh, Bark at the Moon, I think he was already dead. Bark at the Moon was the first album without him. Okay.
So wasn't that around like 83?
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, because I think he died in 82.
Then she said she heard somebody yelling, Sharon, Sharon. No, I'm sorry. It was that tour where Ozzy was doing a lot of naughty stuff because then he get caught. He got like in Texas where he peed on some kind of statue or something. He got like in huge trouble there. It would have been like kind of that tour. Was that Bark at the Moon? It was like when he was doing the biting bat heads off or whatever. And
yeah, I remember that.
Where he was going like he was real goofy during that time. He's doing a lot of crazy stuff. So it would have been during that time. And I think it was Jersey or. Is New Hampshire close to me? One of those kind of small out east states.
I don't pay any attention to the West Coast or the East Coast.
Okay.
To me, they don't exist. Except for Florida. Florida and Georgia. And I guess the Carolinas. I guess is once you get south of Virginia, I guess I count these. But the northern East Coast and the entire West Coast. Or northern Illinois.
They're some kind of power supply.
Where are you getting them from?
Woodruff.
Where are we going to acquire them?
Woodruff.
When?
And the 18th.
All right.
It's the DNR thing. What if these ballasts doesn't do anything?
No, do not buy ballasts.
No
No,
matter
because you
what.
can't get rid of them. Yeah. No, you do not want fluorescent light ballasts. They're like the TV sets.
Can you throw them in the woods?
Yeah, you can check them out. Oh, Nikki sent me a message at Quick Trip as reward.
Oh my God, I wish she was on. Oh my God, I went to Jim just got a message from Nikki about Quick Trip. Hey, Quick Trip. Nikki sent a message to Nikki about or vice versa. Nikki sent a message to Jim about Quick Trip. So I stop at Quick Trip today, which they have like a couple different kinds of unleaded. So out of curiosity, when I come home, I go, what is unleaded 88? Oh, Jim freaks out. He goes, you were at that damn Quick Trip again, weren't you? And I brought home some cinnamon buns from there and donuts, which, will you eat those cinnamon buns? He won't even eat the Quick Trip food. He hates Quick Trip. So he
Oh
goes
my gosh.
forum about this gas, and then somebody goes, oh yeah, I tried it, blah, blah, blah. And then another person goes, is this at Quick Trip? No, don't buy it. He goes, I don't use Quick Trip. I won't even use their convenience store. I only go there for the free ATM. And Jim's like, see, there are more people like me.
Oh my gosh.
And it's old because they were all posting in May, but I'm like, oh my God, I can get in there with my FU Quick Trip account. It's all old now, so the moment passed.
There's probably some thing out there, some thread or something that says something about
it's probably like
Quick Trip, and I hate Quick Trip, and
oh man, I want to join something.
you can join that band.
You could start a Facebook group. I hate
There
Quick
you
Trip.
go. There you go, right there. Great idea.
See how many members you could get.
I can get the cash rewards card, so I'm responding, yeah, I'll do that right away and earn nothing, LOL. I will earn nothing on my Quick Trip.
All right.
Oh my God, it's a microphone, and it's awesome. And now you got like all this crap where it's pyrotechnics and coming out in these glitter costumes. These guys are wearing jeans and like regular button-up shirts, and it's awesome. All the new stuff, you're really trying to polish it through. And nobody's wearing a glitter jacket, no face makeup.
How's eBay been? Okay.
It's been good.
It's been weird. It'll be like slow during the day, and then somewhere at night it like picks up and it kind of makes up for the day being kind of slower. It's been a little different that way.
Yeah. It has been a little bit. I don't know. Just kind of like one day I won't get nothing, and then the next day it'll be like, oh, here you go.
There you go.
Got this plethora of, it's like the floodgates open.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, mine's been weird like that.
Yeah, it'll be real quiet during the day, and it'll be like, oh God, it's a slow day. And then somewhere it starts picking up at night, and then I'll go to bed. And then like in the late night, like before midnight, it pops off a bunch of them. It's been weird.
Yeah, it's like Monday I sold $42 worth of stuff. And Tuesday I sold $321 worth of stuff.
Yeah.
And yesterday I sold $166 worth of stuff. It's just like
Yeah, all over the place.
Ping pong ball going around. I'm having a really good 31-day total.
Yeah, I can't complain.
I suppose that's the Christmas buying frenzy.
Well, this time of year I'll call it the buying season, but I won't say it's just isolated to like fourth quarter. This is like I would say this is like the real buying season from Thanksgiving through tax return time. It like usually November, December, January, February, part of March, and then in April is usually a little slowdown, but these are usually pretty good buying months. I don't know if it's because it's winter time, so people are more like cooped up or something, but
I think that seems pretty reasonable to me. Just that.
it is. It's like people are maybe doing summertime stuff, or maybe not a lot of vacations or whatever. It just seems like this time of year is it even goes past Christmas. It's actually a pretty good selling season.
Yeah. I figure I'm up about 20% in sales the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Since Black Friday.
So we're having like I said before, we're having a 3 o'clock listing party. So if you are available,
I'll be around. I may be, I don't know. Like I say, I got crap to organize.
yeah.
I'll come on it. I got a list today. I haven't been able to list for the last couple of days because Jim's been making me help him with packing, but I need to get some stuff on. I got some I picked up like a Mr. Christmas music box. I got some other Christmas stuff I want to get on here before it's too late. I just want to try to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I'll come on.
Make you help me to rewind my 8-track tape collection.
No. No, I'm helped you enough the last couple of days. I'm done.
Well, quit selling stuff.
So I was like, I can't pack this.
It's like a
Help
damn box
me.
factory.
I'm out of cardboard. I can't get boxes.
I'm having box nightmares. Oh my god, now I get that dream where like I haven't shipped something out in like a week. I forgot all about it. And it's like, oh my god, it's been a week. I gotta get that package out. Like it's like you forgot to go to a class at school for the whole year. You have that nightmare. Now I'm having that about shipments. Too much.
Oh,
Hey Jim, I put that knife set on auction starting at $250.
Nice.
I probably won't get that, but whatever.
Well, what happened? I mean, and again, I'm not saying everybody should do this. In our situation, we price it at the lowest price we take at auction, and then it goes to buy it now. And I'll usually let it sit for like a week and buy it now. On a 30-day buy it now. And if it doesn't move at all, I start dropping it by like $5 or $10 a day, and I hit market. Eventually, you're going to get the price down to where you're at or below what it's going to sell for. You pop it. Because, I mean, realistically, nobody likes to take, everybody wants to get as much as they can for stuff, but the most you're ever going to get is the most the buyer's willing to pay. So if the buyers just ain't willing to pay that, you're going to have to either you're going to have to decide to put in your own collection or start dropping the price. That's what you do.
Right. That's the bottom line right there.
Yeah. And it's so nice. It would make a great Christmas present, but I don't know anybody that needs hunting knives in particular.
Yeah, I don't have any friends that nice. No, I don't have any friends that would deserve that. I don't know how you're set.
Yeah, that's a little too nice for like a nephew or something.
Yeah, I mean,
My nephew would get the $20 gift card no matter what they I don't care what they buy with it.
You don't get a car. You don't get a car.
And my boys don't hunt, so I don't see them out skinning a deer in their yard in Dallas. The neighborhood watch program might not like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say they probably have, even in Texas, they probably have the dogs.
Valerie's
Somebody's
out.
headphones are screeching. Okay. Sorry.
We can't shoot in our city,
Yeah, we can't shoot the city
which I think is ridiculous.
because they had a problem where there was too many deer in the city limits. So then they let bow hunters go in there and try to thin them out. But yeah, you can't fire a gun.
Well, first they're gonna have rifle hunters, but then they freaked out. Then they switched it to bow.
I lived in Milwaukee County. I don't think you can rifle hunt. You can't rifle hunt Milwaukee County either.
I don't know whether the deer around here are running from hunters or what, but there's been an increase in the
Probably
dead
rut.
ones on the side of the road.
Probably rut.
They're running tracks.
They get all goofy. That Well, I guess they should be getting ruddy down by you too. I would think.
Yeah.
Did you deer hunt, Todd?
I have some, but I don't know. I'm just too cheap to pay the lease prices now.
Oh, because you can't. You have to go lease land to hunt on down there, huh?
Yeah, virtually all of Texas is privately owned.
Ah.
Well, yeah, pretty much our state too. Whoa, you're being government land. I gotcha.
I'm not close enough to a free hunt to go free hunting, and like the national forests, you can hunt in those free, but there aren't any national forests within 3 hours driving distance from here. So I don't know.
So you gotta like lease land from like a farmer or something like that. That's what I mean. Yeah.
We have like cheap. It's like here we don't have mountains, but we have swamps, and it's kind of the same thing. Like a mountain and a swamp are the same. They're kind of useless land, and you can pick up me and my brother picked up 20 acres about 4 miles from here for like 25 grand. So then we can hunt on it. We can shoot if we want to go in the summer. We're on target shoot, and we can do that without because you go to the shooting range. Even here, it's a rural area, but you're waiting half an hour to shoot. And then you got the people lined up behind you like it's a boat landing. They want to get on the, everybody's pushing the next person off the bench. So we just decided to get our own place. But I suppose Texas is all pretty much usable land, so it's hard to find cheap stuff.
Well, around here, there's a lot of range land and a lot of good deer hunting, but the owners charge fair market value for their hunting lease, which is more than I want to pay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame them. They deserve to make a living off their land, but
no, if you got somebody to pay it.
Yeah. But I don't know. And then like a day hunt is like $200.
Huh.
And even if they guarantee an animal with the price, I don't know.
You should get one of them chemical dart guns, Todd. When you see them come up on the side of the road, knock them out, take them home, stake them out in your backyard on a chain, and then sell lease to your backyard.
God. Hey, you didn't send my pictures over my computer last night.
They only have to pay if they can shoot the deer.
Yeah.
And if they keep missing, just make the chain shorter.
Yeah. I mean, there's a big herd of deer like a third of a mile from my house, but
Jim wants to hog hunt.
Yeah.
Did you ever hog hunt, Todd?
Huh?
Did you ever hunt hogs?
Maybe twice.
Yeah, Jim really wants to do that. He wants to try that.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that until late in the winter when all the freezes have kind of knocked off the parasites and stuff off the hogs.
Yeah.
And then don't get the 300 to 400 pound one. They're old and rangy tasting. I would get the younger.
Come on, everyone wants to shoot Hogzilla.
No, I want to shoot the little one, the one that's wearing knickers and a little sailor cap and has a lollipop.
Little pig, let me
eat. He's walking over to his straw house. Kapow.
He's got his vampire bat.
Jim deer hunts. He's like, I don't care if I shoot a deer or not. He don't take it real super serious. But like pig hunting, he definitely wants to shoot a pig.
Oh, because I like pork. To venison, I could take it or leave it, but I love pork.
A couple of years ago, I saw a car pulled over to the side of the road and flashers on, and I pulled over to see if they needed help, and there was about a 400-pound pig laying dead on the side of the road where they had hit it.
Oh God!
Just smashed up the front of their car. It was.
That's probably like hitting a brick wall, honestly.
I'd say.
I know, like people up here, they'll hit those black bears, and it'll really take out the front of a car.
Me, my dad, and my sister. My brother wasn't born yet, so it was in the mid-70s. There's this pile up on this Highway 45. It's like our main north and south highway back then. Now it's a different highway, but anyway. They had this big steer had been killed on the road, and it was dark out and a little bit rainy, so cars were hitting it. So you had the state patrol out there, comes out, and we're stopped. You're on the side of the road. They're trying to shut down the road till they get this big cow off the road with a tow truck. Well, anyway, so the patrolman decides to stick a road flare in it so people could see it. What happened was another car had already hit it and like rolled but it busted its oil pan. So the carcass was covered with motor oil. When he stuck the road flare in it, he started the cow on fire.
Oh no!
Me and my sister and my dad and my mom are watching this cow burn in the middle of the highway. It was like something out of a movie. Because now the tow truck guy, he don't want to touch it because it's burning. It's a big mess.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, we're about an hour on the side of the road.
Oh my God, those flares, don't they like burn for forever?
Yeah, well, the flare, but then the oil of the cow. Well, eventually they got a town truck or whatever, backed up and pushed it backwards off the road. Because the tow truck guy with the rollback wouldn't touch it. He wouldn't do it. Because you could see him taking his hands, like pushing him down like this and yelling at the state trooper, like, why did you do that?
Oh boy.
It was big enough. This happened. That cow just got loose in Crossroads the second time. I was coming over the Marion auction. Well, I wasn't coming over from Marion, but these people with the cow with his bull were coming back from Marion. They had it in a 2-horse trailer, a side by side, whatever. But they had it in the middle. It had kicked the back door out and fell out the back of the thing. It was a $10,000 cow.
Oh God.
That's 2 times.
How do you spend $10,000 for a cow and have a shitty 2-horse trailer and take it home? And
that's what happened.
Okay.
Because the guy's conversion van was smashed. I said, "Oh, that's too bad about the guy's van." And then the lady's like, "Well, the cow was $10,000." I'm like, "Well, the cow didn't belong on the road. The van did."
Yeah.
The van was where it was supposed to be. The cow was not. I feel sorry for the van, not the cow. Well, I guess the cow. It wasn't my choice that the cow was in the Jeep. Insufficient trailer, but that's just odd. I mean, 2 times in your life in a place where you don't have much farms.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess down there though, it was downstate, so I guess it was down farm. Maybe they have that.
I think in Texas, if you hit a cow on the road, your insurance is liable. Not positive, but
if one of our horses gets loose and a car hits it, we're liable.
Yeah, we're liable.
Oh, you're liable.
Yeah, you're responsible for your livestock. You're responsible for your dog. If somebody hits your dog and damages their car, they'll turn it into your homeowners. I mean, I've damages their car.
Yeah, once your livestock gets out on the road and like somebody hits it with a car, that means you didn't have adequate fencing. You're totally liable for damage to a vehicle.
Yep.
Or damage to property or anything.
Yeah, so when we hear that clip clop on the cement or on the asphalt in front of our house, we get right on that. Uh-oh.
There's a horse.
Fury.
Yeah.
How many horses do y'all have?
Not too many. I only got 6 right now.
Only 6.
That's a
I used to have about 30 head here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Between borders and what I own.
Wow.
Yeah, I had around 30 head of horses here.
Wow. I wouldn't be able to keep up with one.
No.
Well, the thing is, if you got 1 or you got 6, it ain't much different. And honestly, if you got 6, you got 30, it ain't much different. Everything just
Oh, you got more stalls to clean.
yeah, everything just takes a little bit longer. But I mean,
Yeah.
your life's screwed up whether you have 1 or 100. You can't live a normal life.
Well, I warned you when you wanted to start dating me. Did you send my pictures over?
Yeah,
And you're like, oh no, that's okay with me. So.
What you doing? Hmm? You being good? You want to get up? Ugh.
Oh, that Ringo, he's getting big.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. You're a good boy, huh? Yeah, you're a good boy. Aren't you? It's too cold to go outside, though. It's too cold. Go get your shoe. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm done with the thrift stores for a little bit.
You're all thrifted up.
I gotta get caught up.
Got your thrift on?
I did. But it's time to get to work now and get some of that stuff sold. So that is the plan.
Oh.
Looks like a mother.
There's an old man tripping over stuff.
Uh-oh.
Don't break a hip.
So yeah, we'll be on at 3 Central Time, having a little listing party and getting some stuff done. So if you want to join us, you can always come in the chat or let me know and you can come on. Whatever you want to do. So we'll be here. What's up, Sally? Are you laughing?
No, I'm eating a bagel.
Oh. For some reason, I thought you were laughing.
Maybe she's laughing while she's eating her bagel.
Oh, maybe.
I am now. No, I had to make me some coffee.
Bagel humor.
There you go.
I hear Todd working. He's taking pictures.
Yeah.
Todd's starting this listing challenge early. Or listing.
Clickety click.
These snowboard booths, they take up so much room. You gotta get your pictures done, get them out of there. Big ass boots.
Mhm.
Turtle Trader, I haven't used the French press in a while. Using just like a metal not what do you call it?
Percolator?
Yeah, percolator. But I do think the French press is so much better.
Do you?
Oh, it's so good.
Haven't done any French press coffee in several years. I was just
So good.
triple later.
Somebody
Well, whenever I
just
say percolator, I don't mean like a electric coffee pot. I mean like a metal
like an
percolator.
actual percolator.
Stovetop one?
Mhm. Huh?
Sally, like a stovetop?
No, it's electric.
Oh.
It's Sears brand.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I was yawning.
Okay.
That was my attempt at a yawn.
Trying to figure out what I need to list today. I'm trying to kind of mix it up a little bit. I think I need to do shoes.
That's what I'm kind of thinking I'm going to be doing. Get this shoe pile out of the way, and then I can move on to bigger and better stuff.
Well, I don't have a pile, but I have 2 huge boxes underneath my desk.
There you
Shoe
go.
pile, please file away. Shoe pile, please file.
Yep.
Nikki, she's back.
There she
Yay!
is. We've missed
Missed you,
you.
Nikki.
Waiting for my dad to get out of the doctor.
Oh, how's he doing?
Good. He's just got a pee bag for a temporary, but he's getting around pretty good. He's using this cane, but otherwise he's doing good.
Good.
He won't let me do anything for him. Like I have to sit out in the car waiting for him to get out of the doctor. I can get in there myself.
Okay.
Cha-ching!
Get it?
Who is that?
Todd?
Oh.
There you go, Todd.
Sterling silver ring out the door.
Nice.
And then I'm not really a big coffee drinker. Well, I went into the clinic. They have one of those coffee shops, which I wanted something warm, and I like a little coffee taste, but not real strong, you know.
Mhm.
And that's what I told her. She goes, "Well, you probably want this vanilla chill then." Well, like almost the whole thing is foam. I paid $5 for foam.
Oh my god.
You know, it's like, yeah, only probably about that much is drink. The rest is foam.
Right.
And it's so hot I can barely drink it.
All right, have fun, Todd.
I could ask. You go over there.
Achos.
It's just not.
Don't spill that coffee on your soup stain.
No. I can't spill it. I'm in my dad's van. He'll have a coronary.
Oh boy.
Can't smoke either.
Oh no.
So I got to stand out in the cold to smoke. I can't smoke around him because otherwise he'll be like, stinky cigarette smoke. He'll go all Jim Carrey on me.
There you go.
I was gonna say, it was awesome.
That's why I like it when my husband's home, because my husband will drive him around, and then I can go in my own car and smoke.
You just stay in your car and smoke.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it sucked when we went out to Pennsylvania because we drove my dad's van and we drove my nephew's truck, and so the whole way out to Pennsylvania and back, I couldn't smoke unless we got out of the car. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'd be like, stop every 15 minutes.
Like, and you guys expect me to drive and I can't smoke? What the hell?
I just switched to chewing tobacco right there, woman or not.
Yep. I think I would have had to do the same thing.
Well, and as a truck driver, you know, I had certain things that I do that would keep me awake while I was driving, you know?
Right.
And one of which was the air conditioning, which my nephew's tiny girlfriend was with us, who was always cold. And then in my dad's van, my dad's always cold. So it's like, well, so I couldn't have the AC on high blast. Can't have the window down because, you know, it's irritating, the noise. I couldn't smoke, you know, and it's like, and then you could only have the radio up so loud. And I'm just like, I told my husband, if we ever go on a long trip, we're going in my vehicle.
Yeah.
There you go.
Control.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
I had an elderly family member, and I a lot of times like to drive with the window cracked or whatever. He would be, and it'd be like, I don't know, June, July. I feel a drafter on the back of my neck. Is there a window open? Yeah. Okay, can you shut it? I got a draft. I'm like, oh God.
That was me.
And he had this lab dog that would have to go with us everywhere, except the dog had the worst breath ever in the history of any dog ever. He had this horrible breath. It smelled like, I don't know what, like urine, rotten meat.
Yeah.
We called it Buddy Breath. The dog's name was Buddy. He had Buddy Breath. And then that dog would start puffing like by me, be like, oh my God, with that stinky breath. I'm like, I can't take it anymore. Anyway, the dog went with us everywhere.
Are you gonna just help me pull stuff in?
I guess.
Oh God.
Sally, did you get a sale?
No, somebody paid for their 2 items that they bought yesterday.
Oh. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, you're making a Quick Trip donut?
That's right.
Oh, boy.
They're artificial blueberry.
Hank says a urine smell on the breath can be a sign of a kidney problem in dogs.
Yeah, well, possibly. He's met his maker, so he was pretty old.
He's dead.
Yeah. The dog was like 18 years old when it died. I mean, it was old. For a lab, it was a very old lab.
Huh.
Look, I paid for that stupid Packer shirt. I'm gonna pack it right now.
Well, then the lady that hit my husband's truck yesterday texted me on Facebook.
Oh boy.
Oh,
She's like, "Have you guys figured out how much it's going to cost for the repair?" Because remember, she didn't have insurance.
right.
And I says, well, he hasn't figured it out yet. I said, like Gary said, well, we'll give her till, we'll let her. He was planning on just letting her know after Christmas, so she didn't have to worry about it before Christmas,
That was nice.
Because she's poor, she's like one of the biggest losers in town,
Right.
Me and she goes, well, I think you should send me pictures because I'm gonna have my son look at it. He's a car guy, and I want him to look at the pictures to see how much he thinks it's gonna cost.
Wow.
And I said, if we wanted to screw you, I would have called the police right then and there because you didn't have insurance.
Mhm.
Just trying to figure out the cheapest way possible to fix this. We're not charging you for a new rim. Lucky for you, he can get a part for that rim to fix it.
Right.
I said, if we charged you for the rim, it would cost you an extreme amount of money. I said, because they're very expensive rims.
Right.
And I says, and honestly, we weren't in a hurry because it's almost Christmas, and we thought we would be nice and wait till after Christmas to give you the bill.
Mm-hmm.
I said, and my husband is a master mechanic. I said, you're not going to find anybody who can do it better than him. But if you'd like to continue, I can take it to a shop and have you charged for it,
Right.
He said, then it's going to be a lot of money.
Right.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bother you, blah, blah, blah. I said, you're sitting here thinking we're going to screw you,
Well, if you would have turned it into your own insurance company, wouldn't your insurance company just go after them then?
Yeah.
There
But
you go.
she didn't have any insurance, so we
Yeah, but
didn't
that's still put a
probably-
judgment against her.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to do that to her because
Right.
her daughter was a friend of my niece's, and her other daughter was a friend of my daughter. So we were trying to be nice.
Right.
And she's like a big loser, so she doesn't have a lot of money. And well, not that people that don't have money are losers, but she is a loser. But
That's
anyway,
what I was gonna say. Hey, I don't have a lot of money, but I'm no loser.
I don't have a lot of money either, but I'm not a loser either. But that's not what I meant. I'm sorry. But anyways,
Loser.
I was just trying to say, Well, anyways, I didn't mean it that way. I mean, I don't have a lot of money either, so But anyways, we're trying to be nice,
Right.
And I didn't want her to have to think she needed to worry about it before Christmas and the truck. It's not affecting the truck at all.
Right.
And
This sounds like something that happened to Jim when he was a kid with one of his friends.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're just trying to be nice, and now she's like, pushing it. It's like, fine, you don't want us to be nice? We won't be nice.
Yeah, the no police report's gonna be problematic if she turns into a pain in the ass.
Yeah, well,
Because that's one thing I did. A kid hit me,
His friend.
and
Her friend.
I went to the cops. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I went to the sheriff's department anyway. I said I want to file a report. My mom. I was driving my mom's car and it got hit. The cop was kind of being, well, were you drinking? And I wasn't. So I'm like, no, it was nothing like that's going on or whatever. Guy comes out with a flashlight, goes, yeah, well, whatever, checks it off. And he knew the guy who hit me, the family.
Yeah.
They're well known in our town. So he's like shuffling it off like, oh, it's nothing. I'm like, yeah, well, whatever.
And
So
they said they were going to fix it for you.
Yeah,
they do
yeah.
car
Don't
stuff.
worry. We take it back over. We got body tools. We're going to fix this. I'm like, all right. So this Saturday night, I wake up my dad when I get home. I say, hey, the car was hit. Starts screaming at me. I said, hey, but I did go to the police department. I filed a thing. He goes, oh, okay. Well, we'll deal with it tomorrow, whatever. So I call my buddy. I called his house. His dad says he's still sleeping. He doesn't want to disturb him. Oh, okay, that's nice. So I start calling the other friends, and they're all like, oh, yeah, well, we talked about it. We decided it was really not his fault, so we're not going to fix it.
nice.
Oh, all right. So I tell my dad.
Now, he backed into a parked car, into Jim's parked car.
Yeah, but I'm parked. Okay.
Yeah.
He hits my parked car. So, I mean, when you back into a parked car, typically it's not the parked car's fault. But anyway,
That's what they did.
my dad just turned it into our insurance company. They wound up taking him to court, and then of course these people weren't my friends anymore. But
Right.
with friends like that, who needs,
Yeah.
Anyway.
So
So
this is going to be about $100.
It happens. They're all wanting to fix it. The next day, all of a sudden, they're changing their mind.
Yeah.
It's sort of like child support.
Well, that's my dad is really pissed off that we didn't call the police. We didn't get her license taken away until she pays it and blah, blah, blah. Because my dad has always tried to be nice too. And he's ended up getting screwed in the long run,
Yeah, that's true.
Dad's like, no, call the police, get her goddamn license taken away until she pays it, Well, anyways, we're just like, Dad, so he's just ticked that we didn't do that. Oh, you're gonna get screwed and blah blah blah. It's only gonna cost a little less than $100. So I mean, if she does end up screwing us, yes, it's gonna suck, but I mean, it's not like thousands of dollars we're out of, But
If I was you, Nikki, though, sooner than later, I'd just tell her if it's $100, it's $100. Just tell her $100 will cover it, and get it out as quick as possible. Because the longer this goes on, the less likely it is you're going to get anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I texted her last night saying that it was $100. I said,
"Oh, well, there you go."
I said, and if you need to wait until after Christmas, we understand. Because I mean, me, in years past, I mean, we're doing pretty good now, but in years past, if I had $100 bill I had to pay before Christmas, that would have sucked,
Right.
So I was just trying to help her out,
I mean, that's nice. That's being nice. And, she needs to kind of accept that and say, look, they're doing me a favor.
Well,
Instead of listening to her son or whoever, and, they're trying to do it the cheapest way possible. Take it in the back alley and do who knows whatever on there. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because if we would have taken it into a shop, it would have cost her at least $500, probably $400 or $500.
At least.
This is good, whatever it is. It tastes good. It's all foam. I'm glad I got the large, so there was enough to drink in there.
Bring it.
It wouldn't fit in my Walking Dead, my Daryl mug. See my Daryl mug?
Right.
I got that. I got that a couple years ago. My husband bought it for me.
I thought you were going to say you got a quick trip. I'm like, no way.
No, I had Quick Trip coffee in it earlier.
Oh, hey, Jim actually ate a Quick Trip donut I brought home.
Ooh. He's flipping over to the other side now.
It's their fake blueberry flavor. They call it Quick Berry.
Well, Nikki's on. You know how, like I always say, it's like those Walmart
Nikki
people
dropped
videos.
off.
Oh, damn her. I'll wait till
She boogied. She heard you come on and she boogied.
Her dad might have come out of the doctor's maybe. Sally, you okay?
Oh, she had her head.
Humidity is high. Sorry.
Humidity high?
Yeah. See my hair?
Frizzy?
Woo. Yeah.
Be all right.
You ever heard of Le Plume?
Yep. Like a sandal?
Nope, I haven't solved the case of the missing donuts, and I probably won't. I mean, I worked the night after doing donuts. I worked the night after, and there was nothing, no evidence of any donuts anywhere.
Mice?
So, It was the ghost, I'm sure.
A chipmunk?
No.
Yeah, a herd. Multiple.
No, at work. At work. Like, they were, I know that I pulled them. I specifically remember pulling, you know, those 3 glazed donuts. And they, I don't even know if they made it to the glazed, stage. I don't even remember. So, but they were not there to take off of the tray to put on the regular tray to take them to the bakery.
I just wonder if
Thing.
they were never even taken out, Sally.
They were. I remember doing it.
Okay.
I remember doing it.
A worker or customer stole donuts?
Mm-mm. I was the only one in the back room.
But I mean, is a company that worried about 3 donuts?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, okay.
I just don't know where they went.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe a supervisor was up your butt about it. I'm like, oh man, it's 3 donuts.
No, it's just that I remember pulling them. I know that they were pulled, and I know, you know, like the process and everything of glazing and putting them back in the oven, and then once they're done, I'm to put them on another tray to put them in the bakery shelf, and they never made it there.
Huh.
Like they went missing somewhere between that point.
Could a customer reach over and grab them?
No, they were in the back room with me.
And you're the only one working?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, there was a guy running the register, but he was in the front.
Uh-oh.
Maybe he
was never back. He was never back there.
Maybe he ran there, and then I think you need to check the cameras.
Yeah, I think you got donut eater.
That's what I would have done. I would have just ran back there, like super fast, and grabbed him, and then, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you would check the video.
I'd say it's the guy over a ghost.
Yeah.
He's gonna run in there and down 3 donuts.
Well, they didn't have to down him because
No, he doesn't have to down him. He just has to pick him up.
Does he wear a hoodie?
Put him in a bag.
What does that matter, Jim?
Because a hoodie, you can get
put
it in your hood.
Put him in his pockets.
Yeah, or you got the kangaroo pouch pockets. You can shove donuts in there. You can toss them in your hood for later. Come on.
Nope.
What, are you new to shoplifting? You pick the item up, you scratch the back of your head, then you let go of it, and it drops in your hoodie hood.
Yeah. I don't know how I got there.
Nope.
Some kids were fooling around.
I don't believe it.
They hit me in the back of the head. It must have fell in my hoodie hood.
No, I can't just go check the cameras by myself. It has to be with the boss.
Oh.
On vacation right now, so it's not going to happen anytime soon.
No, and then you start a whole weird investigation. Now everybody suspects the person who may be innocent. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I would keep an eye out, though. I don't want to be a jerk, but anytime I suspected an employee of stealing, they 100% of the time it turned out they were stealing. My suspicions always turned out to be accurate.
I just don't see. He was already complaining of having a stomach thing, and I just don't see him still in the donuts.
Yeah. How new is he?
About, I don't know, like he's been there probably 2 months, maybe.
Okay, well, so that's a while, long enough. Have you guys noticed any other inventory shrink?
No.
No?
No.
Huh.
I just know that our place, our store is very haunted. And so I'm completely thinking that it was a ghost.
All right.
Seriously, I am thinking that it was a ghost.
Now that is a possibility, Sally, but I'm leaning away from the paranormal.
I know.
Yeah, where does it ghost? Now you're saying how does a thief put merchandise in a hoodie? Where does a ghost put his donuts?
I don't know. I have no idea.
You could sell that videotape. All of a sudden he eats them, and then you see some
donuts,
some suspended shoot up donuts in the ghost's stomach.
Oh, I gotta take this. Give me just a second.
I'm gonna pack something. All right, who's next?
So I understand where you're coming from, Jim, but I know my store, and I mean I've witnessed so many things in that store. But I'm very susceptible to spirits too.
Well, anything's possible.
Yeah.
We would have these big. I mean, even when I was working, like trying to work my way through school, you know, I'm working lousy jobs. I had this lousy grocery store job. I was working backstock or whatever. And they had us come in for this big shakedown meeting. They were going to find out which of the employees was stealing, you know, all these groceries or whatever from the store. They were, and I raised my hand. Guy didn't like me. He was the head of security for the chain. I raised my hand. I'm like, well, how much is actually going out? Well, that's confidential. I go, you can't give us like a ballpark. Well, $25,000 to $30,000 a month. I said, that's $1,000 a day. And the guy goes, well, yeah. I go, we wear smocks and we have to enter and exit out of the front door. I mean, how much do you think a stock boy can carry in a grocery smock? And the guy's like, oh, you've got a pretty fresh mouth. You know, I'm like, well, whatever. You're accusing me of stealing, you jerk. So anyway.
Oh my gosh.
They make us come in on a Sunday for this special meeting. It was ridiculous. So anyway, we about a month later, I finally asked somebody, I go, did anybody ever find out what the inventory problem was? They're like, oh, you didn't hear? Because it was just through the rumor mill. Yeah, somebody in the warehouse was working with a person who worked on the outside. He would move a pallet of pizzas or other frozen foods outside, and then would take a forklift and put it in this other guy's truck, and the guy would drive away with it. That's how you move and that was supposed to come to our store, but it never made it on the semi. So that's how you steal $1,000 worth of food a day. Because I'm asking the guy, I go, well, can you tell us what types of food it is? Is it like caviar? I mean, how can we steal that kind of dollar amount of food? And the guy's like all flustered and confused because as I'm saying it, he knows it's not possible for a stock boy or a checkout girl to walk off with $1,000 worth of groceries a day, every day, for a whole, you know.
Holy cow.
Yeah, so it was ridiculous. But anyway, my experience is, though, they're always looking for shoplifters and worried about shoplifting at these stores. It's almost always an employee. Because the employee has the best access to stuff. The employee sits and looks at the merchandise all day. They stare at it. They look at it. They figure out a way, if I do this, I can make that merchandise mine without paying for it. Whereas a customer is really a guest. You know, they're only visiting your store. They don't like live there like the employee does. So it's always the employee.
Right.
My experience is 99% of the time it's employee theft is your inventory shrink.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't know the guy and feel bad or whatever, but that's why immediately I asked you, how long has this guy been there or whatever. It's usually an employee.
Yeah, it's just that he wasn't back there at all. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I know.
that same place that they were worried about that $30,000 worth of stuff was when I told that story about the guy who ate the Oreo cookie. That was the same store. He ate an Oreo cookie out of a damaged cart and fired him on the spot.
Oh my God. Yeah, see, that wouldn't happen at our store. Like if I write off something like if like bacon, for instance, bacon and eggs, we have bacon and eggs in our deli thing, and if it's expired, I write it off. I could bring it home.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a big deal.
This place I worked for, they were totally uptight. It was a chain that was big enough for them to be uptight, but it wasn't like a huge chain where they like don't get to the point where they don't worry about minor stuff. It was kind of that in between size grocery store chain, and they were a total pain in the butt. It was a horrible job. I was so glad when I was done with that job. The people I worked with were great, the other employees, but I mean your middle management and stuff, they're all stressed out and uptight. It was bad.
Yeah, that is a bad situation there.
Yeah, they just treated you like you're a piece of meat on a hook. You know, they really didn't even treat you like
Right. Yeah, I don't think I can even work. I mean, it would be hard for me to even work at like a Walmart, I think. Just because our store, it's not lax for I mean, like, it's kind of lax, you know, obviously, but it's not so lax that you can just get away with everything. But there are stores that are owned by our company that they get away with everything. Like before, let's say, probably a year ago, my boss was having to go do cigarette inventory for other stores because there was so much of a shortage.
I was gonna say, what are they doing taking the cigarettes? They want
like they would be 20 cartons short a week.
Oh my God.
I know. And it's like, who's the smoker? Pick out the smokers. That's who's stealing the cigarettes, you know?
Or non-smokers selling them.
Yeah, selling them.
I mean, that's cash.
I mean, yeah, totally could be. Seriously.
Yeah, a carton of cigarettes is $50 cash.
Heck yeah.
I don't smoke, but if I had a carton of cigarettes, I could certainly sell it for $50. I got no problem.
You know what? I was like, you know what? That really freaking pisses me off because you know why? That's why we don't get raises. That's why we don't get more hours for our store. You know, that's why, you know, this and that, why prices are so expensive is because these fuckers over here, they freaking still robbing the stores blind and nobody's doing shit about it.
Yeah.
Pisses me off.
No, you can't tolerate theft.
It's So they were
tolerate, but you can't tolerate theft.
They were like, you know, trying to find the shortages and having my boss go over there and do inventory and stuff. I'm like, you know, that really, really crossed my head. And like, it wasn't like they were like, you know, on them about it. It was like they were, oh, let's find out where your cigarettes are at. Like, oh my God, fire all of them.
I just told you that story about the time. Tara just asked me.
All of them. Like they wouldn't want me to go over there and do inventory because I would have been like, you know, telling the district manager, you need to get rid of all these people. Screw all of them.
Well, now you know. That's what you should do. You should go up and become district manager.
No,
Sally.
no, don't do it.
Or start watching video. I mean, you know, they got video. Why not watch video? Find out where the cigarettes are going. And they're like, well, they don't count cigarettes regularly. Why not? Why are they still there if they don't count cigarettes regularly? We count them twice a shift.
Yeah, if you're 20 cartons short, you've got a serious problem.
Oh my God. It made me so mad.
I mean, any shortage on cigarettes is a serious problem, but you're 20 cartons off, there's something serious.
Oh, yeah. Something going on.
Yeah, because next thing they're going to get money right out of the register.
Yeah.
They're bold. I mean, they're really...
You know that... Oh, let me check this one.
I mean, yeah, shit. Cartons... 50s. I mean, now it's like $75.
Yep. Yeah,
You know?
on the street they're 50. I mean, you go take that carton. Anyone will give you $50 for it.
And you know what I'm going to do with this thing?
Heck
I'm
yeah.
gonna buy it now for $100. I'm going to tell you why, because it's getting so close to Christmas. I'm going to see if I can knock it off. And it looks right about where they'd sell.
Do it. Put best offer on it.
No, but I will put $100 on it.
What is it?
It's a Mr. Christmas music box I picked up. Here, I'll show it to you. I had my camera off because I was eating and my hair's a mess.
Okay.
Sure looks great.
Anyway, it's Mr. Christmas. It's a musical, see, and it has 16 of these big discs, and then they play different Christmas songs.
Cool.
Okay. I mean, I'll probably get 80 to 90. I'll probably at $99.99 free shipping. I'll get around that for it. If you get the one that has, it's bigger and it has like these people with a magnet and they'll be like dancing in a ballroom. I think I sold one of those last year for about $125 or something.
Awesome.
If you are at a thrift store or something and you see this word, Mr. Christmas, I always buy it. Always. Because they always sell.
Okay.
Especially this time of year. I mean, don't put it up in June and start slashing the prices. Just list it, leave the price because it's going to sell at Christmas time anyway.
Right.
But like I said, if it says Mr. Christmas, just buy it. Don't even think about it. I sold 2 of them this year. It's Mr. Christmas. It's called the Alpine Skier. You set it up around your Christmas tree, and Santa and some kids or whatever ski and or sled down this plastic thing, you know. Anyway, and I'll look at the comparables, and there'll be people that sell them for like $56, $58. I sold one earlier for $100, and I sold another one about 2 weeks later for $103. And I can't tell you why I got that much for it, but I can tell you if you look up the solds and comparables, you'll have people that sell them for $55, $56, or whatever. I just put them at auction, and I start them at $99.99, and either I'll get the $100 or I'll get like a couple dollars over it. I don't know why.
Awesome.
Unless you're getting out in the garage. No,
So, Sally, it sounds like you got a bunch of donut eating, cigarette smoking spooks out there.
Oh boy.
The paranormal smoking donut eaters.
I'm telling you, my boss wouldn't put up with that shit. Like, you know, people stealing cigarettes and stuff.
It sounds like
Even not.
rats, not the rodent kind.
That's why she goes and does audits for other stores.
Yeah, you could pay somebody $7 an hour, and their only job would be to watch the surveillance tapes, and you would save money catching all the people that are stealing products and cigarettes. Okay, well, whatever, minimum wage. But my point is, you would save money by cracking down on the ones stealing the cartons of cigarettes and stuff, and still be money ahead paying an extra person.
Yeah, you
just
could
to
pay
watch
10 hours for one carton.
You know,
no doubt.
To watch videotapes. They wouldn't have to do anything, you know, just watching surveillance
Well,
tapes.
not even a surveillance, just put a video camera, just put it up on a back shelf where they can't see it, and just let it run for, you know, an 8-hour shift, and just do that periodically.
That's what I don't like about those kind of jobs, because you always will have like this like piss pants, you know, district manager or middle management type of person that are just a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I worked in Country Kitchen for a while, and you'd have what I call these district managers. Or they're middle management, you know, usually they're guys, which just sounds horrible, but they're just a total pain in the ass.
Right.
They wear a shitty tie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind people doing their jobs.
Yeah.
I don't mind people doing their jobs, but whenever like he would like our district manager actually is no longer our district manager, it's somebody else. So before, when he was our district manager, he would come to our store and bitch about how we were doing things, you know, like, or just pick out stupid shit, you know, that's going on or whatever. And then, you know, all these other stores are, you know, fucking up big time, you know, stealing cigarettes and stuff. And so it's like, why are you looking on us? Why aren't you over there?
Yeah.
You know, you shouldn't even be at our store right now. You should be over there.
I know the answer to this question. The reason they do that is This is the management plan. They always they will verbally, they'll tell you, okay, everything's fine. But then 2 weeks later, you'll get a thing in the mail, their write-up on how they evaluate your store. And you'll see all these things wrong. And you'll be like, what the hell? You know, at the time they said, oh, this is minor or whatever, but you'll have all these write-ups. The reason they do that is it's a paper trail. In case they ever got to fire somebody, they have a good record of things they screwed up. And that protects them. It's not that you actually, no matter how good you do, you're always going to get some negative stuff on your report. It's what they're told to do. It's how they're trained.
So
Oh yeah, you were doing like that kind of stuff.
And they made me do it to my employees. Every time I evaluated an employee, if I sent in 100% good evaluation on an employee, it would come back to me from a home office saying, "Hey, you need to find something negative."
Oh my God!
We need a paper trail in case we ever need to terminate this employee.
God.
Honest,
Wow.
fact.
They ain't got shit on me.
It's real.
Anyway,
So.
kind of jobs. That's why I wouldn't work like in those job field anymore.
Well, we might have some fellow eBayers come on soon because General Electric 1,000 jobs in power division.
Oh wow!
Full layoffs.
That's what's trending on Facebook right now.
Oh boy.
12,000 jobs. That's crazy. That's 12,000 people that won't have a job tomorrow, you know?
Yeah.
Go to Amazon. eBay sucks. You're gonna love it at Amazon.
Yeah, even though like some of these sandals that are like have darker spots on them from people wearing them and stuff, like even this shoe is still a really good shoe because it's made in Italy for one thing. It's La Plume.
Mm-hmm.
And but this is leather, and so it's gonna darken as it's worn, but it's all clean. And I just scrubbed the bottoms of them, so that's why it's darker right there. But they look pretty good on the bottoms too.
Yeah.
So but yeah, it looks like these are selling for $25, and man, pre-owned took an offer for $79.99.
Wow.
Heck yeah. So I'm probably gonna start these at $50.
Complete chestnuts.
Yep.
So black.
They're little wood ones.
Just because of the brand. Maybe I'll start them at 30. All over the place, but it looks like more like 30 for pre-owned. I'm not doing that shit, Hank. You do it.
Oh.
She said, make sure you take pics wearing them and pop your ankle out a little bit, Sally.
Oh, you know what'd be even creepier? Make sure your feet are really, really dirty and then take a picture.
Oh my gosh. That is so gross.
That is super gross. I agree. There are weirdos that are into dirty feet.
You can't do well worn anymore, Turtle Trader. If you put that in, it's going to be taken down.
Yeah, which I thought was turned into this free love, open society. Do whatever, do it however, wherever you want. You know, as long as everybody's consenting. Now they're all worried about. They're going back to being worried about something like well worn. It's like the 1950s.
Mr. Sadie said, "Yeah, go walk through the mud first. You'll get at least 150." I don't know about that, Mr. Sadie. We don't want none. Go tell it on the mountain.
Talk to them.
Ugly Warren. They're really not that ugly, actually. Like, what do you call that? Like paisley or something? The little tendrils, is that what you call it? Tendrils? Where it's like, I don't know.
I think it's like a paisley print on the shoe and the leather. It's like embossed into the leather.
Mm-hmm.
That looks more like flowers than paisley.
Okay.
That looks like flowers and leaves.
No, I'll just do
Like
floral.
a hibiscus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that I'm a
like,
flower.
Like, see that right there.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be more like a floral kind of pattern or something.
Okay. Delightfully shabby twiddly toes shoes.
I think that helps.
Got sharp stuff on those. Got like a name.
Or then maybe I put them. I can't remember.
Brand's going to get me a BLT pizza.
Ooh. You know you're loved when you get a BLT pizza.
I know. So yummy.
I thought you loved me. I bought you a BLT pizza.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I still am okay with this job that I do, is that the stress is minimal. And if I have drama with any of my coworkers, it makes me want to quit.
Right.
Like, because I'm like, this is not what I signed up for, so I'm gonna be looking for something else or going full-time eBay or something. But that's the only reason why I'm still there. And plus it's like super close to my home. It's only like I can walk there, you know, pretty easily. So
What is that awful smell?
Well, don't walk there today.
No, too cold to be walking anywhere.
Why do people, when they put, like, I'm copying your listing, why do they put exclamation marks at the end of their, like, title?
Because they're excited.
Oh.
Enthusiasm.
Ooh, looks delicious. I'll try a piece.
yeah, it's my favorite. It's got the the crust, and then it has lettuce on top with mayonnaise and tomatoes and bacon.
Wow.
Super yummy.
Nasty.
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 Brandon's like, I don't need any because I'm just gonna have these 3 donuts and these 20 cartons.
No,
of
he got a
cigarettes.
pizza.
I'm good at this stuff. What?
Where'd you get all those cigarettes?
Nowhere.
I'm so glad somebody's been saving these for me.
Oh my God. I'm going to tell you a really naughty story about cigarettes. So when I was in high school, we were in town behind a convenience store and they had the back door open. And I don't know if they'd gotten a delivery in or whatever, but they had like a box with cartons of cigarettes in it sitting outside.
Were you wearing a hood?
My friends, not me, but me and my friends were together. We picked up the boxes. I think there were 2 of them and took off with them. So we have all these cigarettes, whatever cartons were in a cardboard box. They were not a good brand at all. They were like generics or something that, real weird off brand like that. They were really horrible cigarettes. So we were selling them at the high school. We were selling cigarettes out of our lockers.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It was bad.
Tar was a divorce lawyer website. Criminal. Oh, if I'd have known that.
Yeah, I'm sure. They were really bad cigarettes, though. They were really bad. They were like, I don't know, stems and seeds, I swear to God.
Oh my God.
They were the worst cigarettes you could ever smoke in your life. You know, like how you described those cigarettes that you bought in Kentucky?
My mom did it.
Yeah, and they were like that. And I can't remember what the brand was. I don't know if it was like an abbreviation like L&M or I can't remember. But they were if they weren't
L&Ms
generic,
weren't bad.
well, then they weren't L&M. But they were like an abbreviation or something just above a generic cigarette. They were horrible.
They're a little L&M and Terrytons. They're a little raspy, but you get used to them. We go down to Kentucky. We're going to Kentucky and Tennessee, where cigarettes are real cheap. We're going down to Florida. Me and my mom, my dad's quit smoking, but me and my mom are smoking Marlboro Lights. She's like, well, I want 100s. I said, well, I'm cool. I can smoke a 100. Yeah, I don't care. Cigarette, I don't care. So she's like, okay. Well, she goes in, she comes back with this yellow carton. I'm like, what the hell is this? She goes, oh, the generics, because there were $5 a carton for regular cigarettes or $3.50 or something a carton for these generics. I mean, your cherry would be like 2 inches long because the stem was in there burning like a log. I mean, it was so raspy that you instantly got a horrible headache. It was like smoking like a soaked in lacquer. I mean, it was just like smoking varnish. I'm like, we stopped at the next gas station. I went in and I got a carton of Marlboro Lights and we could throw these out.
Oh my God.
They were horrible. They were generic and they didn't come in the white. They weren't white with black lettering. They were bright yellow with black lettering. And they were the worst. Oh, I get sick about it. It was like,
you know what it sounds like is American Spirits.
No, this was before.
I think this had been before American.
This would have been in the early 80s.
Oh.
When you're as old as me, you got a lot of stories because you've lived forever. You know? You just compile all these life events and tell stories about it.
Live to tell.
Here comes Grandpa with another one of his stories. Turn off the lights, pretend we're not home.
Jim was smoking Chesterfields while he watched I Love Lucy.
Darn you, Desi Lucy, you got me hooked on cigarettes. Desi and Lucy did it. And Ethel.
Do they still make those Bel Air cigarettes? You know the ones that had the clouds on the pack?
Yeah.
They look like the sky.
I think Bel Air was the same, that Liggett group that made Terrytons and L&M.
They still make Bel Air.
Liggett Group tobacco is not as good as Marlboro or Camel.
I always smoked
Philip
Marlboro.
Morris or Camel.
I always said if I couldn't smoke a good cigarette, then I wouldn't smoke one at all.
Yeah. The Liggett Group cigarettes were not as good, I would say that. Oh my God! One time in the dorms, we tried to quit smoking as a group. The guys that we all bought a new pack of cigarettes and we smoked it all at once. Chain smoked it. We thought we'd get so cigarette sick that we'd want to quit smoking. We got sick, but we just kept on smoking. We immediately buy another pack of cigarettes to smoke for the rest of the day.
Oh my God! You like smoked 20 cigarettes just
20
like that?
cigarettes in a row. We all sat in the
God.
same room, lighting one off the other because you had to smoke it down to a certain point. And then you had to light the next one off because you couldn't cheat and like only smoke half the cigarette. You had to smoke the whole cigarette. And then light that button. Do
Could
20
you
of them.
see each other anymore with all the cigarettes?
We were sick. heaving. Nobody. I don't think anybody threw up, but we were dry heaving.
Oh my God.
But it didn't do it. It didn't cure us. We thought that would be.
Didn't do the trick, huh?
Now we know why you smoked for so long. It's probably when you smoked those 20 cigarettes in a row. You probably got your body so hooked on it then there's no point of return anymore.
I mean, because when you signed up for a room, you had to put down whether you smoked or didn't smoke. Because now they don't allow smoking in dorms at all. But back then, if you put down that you smoke, they put you with a smoking roommate. Well, that's great because you're living in like a prison cell size room with another person who smokes 3 packs a day. We're giving each other contact highs. Yeah, anything we put up, we had this bulletin board. If it was on the bulletin board, I swear for 2 days, if you took it off the bulletin board, there was a smoke shadow.
Oh my God.
You'd have the white shadow from the smoke didn't hit the cork.
Those were the days, huh?
Yeah. Healthy pink lungs, ready for adventure. Bring it. We would bet a carton of cigarettes, because back then a carton of cigarettes was $10. They would have the health people, the wellness people come, and they would take the blood pressure, and we would bet the one who had the higher blood pressure would get a free carton of cigarettes from the other one. So me and my roommate would be there getting our blood pressure taken and hoping that we'd get the higher blood pressure, so we'd wear the free carton.
So would you be like smoking and drinking?
No, because you didn't know. All of a sudden they'd be there in the lounge when you walked in the dorm. There they were, kept doing the tests. So I'm like, oh man, yeah. So it was on. I won twice and JD won once. We were always betting. It was always a carton of cigarettes. I bet you won't do this or whatever. It was the thing with the payout was always a carton of cigarettes.
I thought that person was going to buy that Burberry coat.
Apparently not. Apparently they just like to crush people's dreams. Did you ever find that Cucamonga's lighter so we can answer his question?
I gotta look at the picture.
Because he's pleading. I mean, it's like he's begging for an answer. It's like, why don't you just Google it? You'll find it, and I'll tell you the dimensions. But okay. Well. No.
Why? Would it be too big for his pocket or something?
Hell knows.
God, now they're asking about that jacket's like a khaki. Wouldn't you call
the
that?
Same person?
Yeah, about that stupid jacket. Will you answer this jacket, dumbass?
No, just say it's just say it's khaki colored. Oh, great. This smells like a return.
Yeah, I hope this person ain't going to be a pain in the ass.
I'll print up the return label now before you even ship it.
How the hell do you spell khaki?
Where's my K?
K-H-A-K-I.
K-H-I?
K-H-A-K-I.
Oh, KHA.
Oh my God. For a second there, you're like my mom. She asks directions and she argues with the person giving her directions.
Okay, now he made me screw up. It's KHAKI. Okay.
Right.
Shut up, Jim.
All right. 11 ounces.
Hey.
Somebody's got a question on the jealousy window.
Oh, yeah, they want to know the dimensions.
It's in the damn description.
Okay.
Oh, that's this later. Oh, okay. Oh, God.
He doesn't know if it'll fit in his pocket. Oh my. Check this jealousy window dealio. Yeah, if you ever come across smaller, well, any size, but I mean it's big. You probably don't want to ship a big one. These jealousy windows from campers are the ones you turn the crank and you have the many, rectangles of glass. They used to have them like in the 60s, 50s,
Right.
60s, 70s, and then they kind of went out of favor. Well, anyway, yeah, they're crazy for people restoring these campers. If you come across any of those windows intact,
Huh.
if they're
Okay.
broke, they're junk because it's hard to get replacement glass for them. But if you have one intact, they do pretty well.
Cool. I never knew that's what they were called, so.
Well, it's funny. I just cringed because when I went to fire school, they teach you how to how to properly break a jealousy window to gain entry. Well, now that those things, they don't make them anymore, and they're almost, it's hard to find a glass guy who'll repair them. Yeah, if you go up on somebody's house and break their jealousy window, I mean, it's a pretty bad thing to do. But they train you in fireman class how to break it with the axe. If you could find another entrance, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you see like some old junk camper windows laying around, they actually have value.
One of the shows, I think it might have been Dusty's morning show, it was they were asking about shipping neon.
Oh God, yeah.
My suggestion would
Don't
be
ship
keep
neon.
it.
Or sell it on a local
Or
pickup.
sell it locally. Yeah, do not ship neon.
Did we even stayed away from shipping neon?
We
sold some beer
I shipped a neon once and it made it.
Oh yeah,
But I
it's
mean,
scary
yeah, I
as
mean, it's
shit.
a heart attack. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just the whole thing. You're just sweating it. It ain't gonna make it. It's just too much. And I'll ship a lot of stuff, but I avoid neon.
Yes, let's be happy. We're talking about campers and stepkids.
Kept it in the camper.
Yeah.
After figure while I'm shipping this other stuff, maybe they'll get through stocking at Dollar General and I can score some boxes.
Yeah, let's check. I'll go in with you and I'll check the thrift stores quick. And maybe we could go at Subway and have a Reuben.
Where's that Slums saltwater angler shirt?
You're looking right at it.
Oh, there it is. Okay. In the picture, it looks solid. You can't see the plaid in a little bitty picture. Was this hanging there last night?
Yeah, I didn't pack it.
I would have packed it last night had I known it was.
I didn't pack it because I knew it had sold.
Just go on. There ain't nothing in here for you. Scram, Sam.
Oh my gosh, Mabel was just this morning was makeout master. She just wanted to lick, touch noses, and
Yeah.
Why are you afraid to ask that? Mr. Sadie says, I'm afraid to ask Tara any more questions.
oh, because she is.
Only if you are trying to buy stuff on eBay. We keep all our inventory is not in the house. It's out in this garage. It's turned into our inventory room, which is not connected to our house. So every time I walk out there, because it's like the last 2 days, we've been like pack-a-palooza. So I haven't answered the question. So you get this person begging for an answer. Now I answered this question. Will he buy this thing? I'm going to say no.
Yeah.
You know, it's a $10 item. And I wasted 5 minutes of my life to answer this question, and I guarantee you, I'll be surprised if he buys it.
About 1 in 10 buy the item.
Yeah, about 1 in 10 actually buy the item they're asking the stupid question about.
It is irritating.
Yeah, and they'll ask a stupid question, and then they don't pull the trigger.
Yep.
Like I have this Burberry trench coat. Okay. Somebody asked a question on it this morning. Okay. So I answered it because I'm like, well, it's $100. Yeah, I'll answer it right away. Right. So, and now, have they bought it? No. Are they asking more stupid questions about it? Absolutely. You know, I don't want to be a pen pal with you. I want you to just buy it. And I told you it was in good condition. I ain't lying. And it's free returns anyway, but I'm not lying. It's in good condition.
You remember like an English, there's probably some English class where the teacher's like, okay, now I want y'all to start a pen pal thing going with an eBay seller. And you don't have to buy the item. Just keep asking him questions. We'll diagram your sentences afterwards. This is just an exercise.
Oh, I mean, I don't want to be mean, but it is kind of the truth.
Oh, man, I had a French pen pal, and this was not in college. This was in high school. I had this French girl pen pal, and then she's asking me, like, well, if we got married, if she'd be a citizen, and how does that work, and stuff like that. I'm like, whoa, I'm like a senior in high school. I'm like, no.
Oh, you had French. You was planning on becoming a citizen.
Yeah, she's asking, what steps do you have to take to become an American citizen? Ooh, how would I do that?
Ooh la la.
What kind of questions would I have to answer? I'm like, yeah.
I can see you wearing a baguette or whatever they call those hats.
Yeah, she's saying stuff like, when we're married. I'm like, married? I never even met you.
Blow your roll.
Yeah, that was our last communication.
Oh my God! When I first started dating Jim, I used to do a lot of downhill skiing. Oh yeah, this is a good one. So I look at him because he's coming with me because he wants to hang out with me. So I said, because I was buying the single pass, I'm like, you know what? We should buy the family pass because then if your kids wanted to go, if we pitch in together, you know, it'd be a savings. I'm not kidding you. I'm in Ski Brule at the thing. They have all these like Jamaicans that work there. They bring in for the season. He goes, whoa, slow down, family pass. You know, I don't want to get. All these people turn around and look at me like, oh, that poor girl. She thinks she's in a committed relationship. Right in the rear. Oh my God, I was so ticked at him when he did that. That reminded me of that. Was that when you said that about that French girl? Whoa, family pass. Slow your
no, I'm like, I like you. I like you.
Yeah.
If you remember that Pee-wee's Big Adventure, when Dottie, the girl at the bicycle shop, says something about to Pee Wee, and he's like, "Whoa, Dottie, I like you. I like you."
Yeah.
We're just friends. So that's what I was doing. I was kidding around with her, but these Jamaican girls all look, and you could see like shaking their heads at me and stuff. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I was ready to kill him. I took out some black diamonds after that.
Those Jamaican ladies are awesome, though. They all have like dreadlock. I mean, it's like your generic, what you say, like your, I don't know, your Mexican Jamaican lady. They're wearing the hat. They got the dreadlocks. They have the super thick Jamaican accent. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, and they come here in the middle of winter where it's super cold.
On a ski hill.
I mean, at a ski hill, and they're doing, and that's what mans their ski hill is. You have like all these people from the islands or whatever. And I was thinking, what the hell are you coming up here in the winter for?
And I don't want to stereotype Jamaican people, but they're exactly what you expect a Jamaican person to be. They're super laid back. Everything's cool, man. You know, we'll take care of everything. And you know, it's just like, wow, it's just really weird. And not a ski hill. It's just a really weird experience. It was pretty fun. And then I made them all hate me.
Yeah, they're like looking at me like, oh, that poor girl. Yeah, I was ready to choke them. Good times. Yeah. But one time, okay, you go to Ski Brule, and they name their runs like maple syrup. I mean, sugar cookie.
I like that.
You know, they're not.
I like sugar.
They're not really hard. They're like entry-level ski slopes. So I would take him to it because he didn't really ski before. So I go down this one, and it did have double diamonds. And I'm like, it's not that bad. Just trust me. So he refuses to go down. He's like, no way. It's double diamond. He's got like these little 12-year-old kids are up there like laughing at him and pointing at him because he won't go down this trail. It was classic.
Yeah, my favorite hill at Brule Mountain is Baby Bear.
He skis with the Brule Bear.
They got this guy in a bear suit. He's in this big, you know, life-size, you know, it's a guy in this stuffed bear suit, and he's like helping little kids like ski on this. It's a hill, but it's like almost flat. That's a Baby Bear run. They're like toddlers and stuff on ski. Because the bear is like their mascot or whatever. He's called the Brule Bear.
Maybe we should go. We should take Brandon. Do you think he'd like it?
No.
What do you mean no?
It's too frightening.
You used to do it all the time with me.
I know, I was scared stiff. Now that you don't want to do it, I can come clean.
Well, I do like to do it. I've just been scared after I blew my knee out, but I could put a knee brace on and do it again.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
Yeah.
If you're going to put a knee brace on to do something, maybe you shouldn't be doing it. You can shoot yourself up with steroids and sit in the whirlpool afterwards.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Did Sonny Bono die in a skill?
Yeah.
No.
I think he skied right into a tree or one of those posts.
Yeah, they're playing football. They were throwing around Nerf football or something.
He either hit a tree or they hit one of the posts that the ski lift hooks up to, which ironically at Ski Brule, somebody skied into one of those posts and died. I don't think I was there that day, but I knew somebody that was there.
I knew a guy in ROTC got run over by a tank. Well, I didn't know the guy. I was there when it happened, though.
Well, that doesn't really have anything to do with ski hills. So what was that?
Tragic accidents.
Oh, wow. I thought we were just talking about skiing accidents.
It was wintertime. How the tank didn't wake him up, I'll never know.
It sounds like getting burnt. Sounds like getting burnt alive in a crematorium.
Oh my god!
So, this happened. No, this happened because they came and got us, and everybody was locked down in their barracks until they figured out what happened. This is what the military does on the base. They round up all the living people and they put them in certain places. Okay, we're going to round up everybody who's still alive. We're going to put them on lockdown until we figure out what happened. That's the way the military operates.
Jim, you were in the military?
No,
I was in
ROTC.
Ooh.
FIAD class.
He wanted to be in the military, but then he got his future wife pregnant, so it kind of screwed everything up.
Gotcha.
Because before Jim marries you, he always gives you a baby.
You're welcome. They would send you to either
They wanted
Camp
you
Douglas
to do
or Fort McCoy.
weren't they going to put you in like military law?
Yeah, but that was Marine Corps.
Oh.
This was Army.
Oh.
So anyway, so they put you. This is ROTC Army. So they put you in this. You could do it for 4 semesters. So I got all my FIAD credits taken care of, and it was called military science. And you spend this weekend either at Camp Douglas or Fort McCoy. But then to do it again, to do a 5th semester, then you had to sign up. Then you had to commit to join the military, and that's why I backed out. And then later, the Marine Corps recruiter was trying to get me signed up, but then my first son was conceived, and yeah, I'm like, I don't want to try to do this on a basic training on a military base with a kid and a wife already, and it sounds like a big mess. So I didn't do it.
Yeah. Understandable. Totally understandable.
I also wasn't really good at following instructions, so it was probably worked out for the best.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll probably wrap it up around 11, about 3 minutes, and then
3-minute warning.
yeah, and then we'll come back at 3 and do a listening party and just kind of hang out and work. I gotta get some work done today. Actually, last night was a good listening time for me, but today is
I did a list last night and then I fell asleep.
Oh gosh.
I gotta do my listings now.
How was your Vikings show?
It's good. I like it.
I need to watch a couple of. I started watching, what was it, Game of Thrones, I think.
I couldn't get into it.
That's the name of it.
Yeah, I tried. I just couldn't really get into it. Oh, well, and I'll say like on Vikings, if you watch Vikings, I got kind of hooked on it because when they started it, they had that Ragnar character, which he was a likable character. Now, I think they killed him off, so it's not quite as good without him, but it's still good enough for I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this next episode when they kill Negan on Walking Dead. I don't know if I'm going to watch it after that.
They ain't gonna kill him.
They are not going to kill it. That's a good storyline right there. He ain't going nowhere.
Spoiler alert.
God.
It's going to be a big one on Saturdays, the 90-minute one.
No, it's on Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday, the 90-minute mid finale.
Yep. That's going to be good.
And you know they're going to leave you at a total cliffhanger, so you know you have to wait that 2 months or a month and a half before it comes back on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they've done that so many times. I'm used to it. I wasn't really impressed with this season. I think this season was, I don't know. There just doesn't seem to be as much drama as the ones before. Like, I don't know.
I think they're building up for the second half of the season.
That could be very well true.
You know, like they're trying to put these storylines in place.
I still like the show. But I'm going to tell you where I started seeing things go a little bit south was when the Saviors started capturing these guys, these groups, before the Negan baseball bat thing. At the end of the season, when they all got rounded up in the camper, it seemed like they were making too many dumb mistakes. It was very predictable where they were going to end up. You knew that no matter what they did, Negan was going to get them, and something bad was going to happen. It just seemed too predictable, and it seemed clumsy. and it seems
Yeah.
I'm seeing that in this season where it seems like it's you know what's going to happen. It's very clumsy, or you know Rick's not going to get killed. He's going to fight his way out, you know, of everything. You know, it's just getting too predictable. I don't know, and I'm not a. I mean, I don't write TV shows or whatever. I watch them, but I mean, it just in the beginning it was there was more surprise things would happen, and now it's turning into a very mechanical thing. I don't know. I still like it, but I hope it changes. I hope it gets better.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just not, you know, you just don't, I don't get that wow factor anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the things that they, like, who would have ever thought, you know, like in the first season, you know, to cut open a zombie and put their guts all over you so you smell like a zombie. Who would have thought that? I mean, that was like, wow, that's, you know, that's good thinking. But I just don't get those. I don't get that anymore. I don't get the wow factor.
It happened with Lost. If you watch that show,
I never watched that show.
it was good. I mean, I would say like the first two seasons are awesome. Third season's pretty good, but then it starts to. It just I don't know. It like the storyline wore out. You know, it's like it was getting harder and harder for him to find a new thing to be interesting.
Right.
So.
Right, and I hope that it does come back, and
me too.
That it's that it gets back on track. And
I could kick Rick in the ass going rid of those dump people all the time. Why is he always messing around with those garbage people?
I don't know.
He should have just killed that lady.
He knows they're gonna screw him.
Yeah, I don't know. He just
I think
keeps
that
I know that she wants to screw him, but I mean that's like, you know.
Like, he just can't. He's a glutton for punishment. There, he just can't get enough of them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm sure that, you know, because they have the numbers, I'm sure that's what he's looking at.
Yeah.
You know, because they have the numbers, but still.
I'm just so sick of her. I just want her. When he had her with that zombie head, I'm like, just let that zombie head bite her, for God's sakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Good haircut.
Give it to her.
Mm-hmm.
She wants it, give it to her.
She sits around a dirty old junkyard naked, weaving wire sculptures. I mean, that's a good way to get tetanus, for one thing. You know, she just needs to die. Who the heck would sit in an old dirty junkyard naked? Nobody. I mean, if you step on a nail or something, I mean, really, that's what you're going to do.
Yeah. Like that one guy, what was it, T-Dog, and he said he had an infection because he cut his arm on the car, and the guy's who was it? What's that guy's name? Dale. And he said, so you could possibly, die from an infection. And he's like, I'm out here and you got people eating each other and I'm going to die from a damn infection. I don't know.
Yeah,
I actually started watching the episodes from the beginning.
Yeah.
Just to kind of, I don't know. I still get, kind of a wow factor on those, just rewatching them. So I just wish it was a little more like that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up. We'll be back at 3 to do the listing party. So if you want, go ahead and join us. Go over and click that notification ding dong or ding-a-ling or whatever you call it. And
I think you should call it the ding-a-ling because ding dong is weird. Go click that ding dong over there. It sounds weird.
Click the ding-a-ling and you'll be notified when we go live. And come on in and enjoy the listing party. So have a great day, and we'll see y'all later. Bye now.
Yep.